Hello everybody, Terrence Popp from darklist.com with another episode from the Lair. I got some opinions here and some questions. I'm going to go through them. Number one, how do you come up with so much material? Alright, I think we're over 4 years on this, and you know, barring like the response videos, it's all pretty much 100% original. Come up with it on my own. I don't sleep that much, so I'm up during the evenings until wee hours of the morning, and a lot of times I'm just writing shit down that goes through my mind, and a lot of it turns out to be pretty fucking funny. Let's see, I also take a lot from feminist channels because some of their logic is so funny you can't not but help make fun of it. Let's see, there's some political correctness. That's always good for a laugh here and there. The feminist zealots who ignore reality and they think the world runs on feelings is absolutely hilarious. The thing about the feminists and a lot of these other, crazy fuckers out there who want the world to be guided by their feelings. I mean, you just look at the train wrecks that creates, or that look in their face when this is how I want the world to be, but this is how it is. It's kind of like that one girl who got punched during that, that rally by that dude. She thought she was going to wreck some people. Worked out good for her, didn't it? No, wah, fuck off. Okay, here we go. Let me read this again. What is your opinion on censorship and what's going on with YouTube? Like, if you're showing people getting their heads sawed off on TV, you might want to curtail that a little bit. But in regards to other censorship, I'm not a big fan of it at all. In fact, YouTube, I think they're making a big mistake with what they're doing. It's going to really blow up in their face. They spent a lot of money to get their hands on YouTube, and they're mismanaging the fuck out of that. So in regards to how this affects my channel, I'm just going to basically move the same videos to as many platforms as I get my hands on, and it's probably a good thing for me, and I'll be able to get in front of other people in other countries. So, hey, in the end it sucks, but in the long run, it'll probably benefit me and a lot of other people. Okay, what do I think of feminism, and will there be a fourth wave? Oh shit, this is a good one. Well, yeah, because there really isn't a lot of people standing up and fighting the stupidity in regards to what's going on with these crazy feminists. I hear lots of women say, that's not my feminism, or we don't do that. Well, guess what? If you're not speaking out against these feminist zealots, and you're letting them get away with the shit they are, then guess what? You're part of the problem, and you are condoning it, so fuck you. So yes, if women, stay sidelined and they don't fight this BS, then it's going to continue on and on until, we spiral into the dustbin. Okay, what is my opinion on healthcare in regards to the national healthcare system? All right, Canada has a national healthcare system, and a lot of Canadians come down here to get treatment because they have to wait in these horrid lines to get any treatment. In fact, he's a former kickboxer, an adversary of mine. His name is Thomas Downing. He had a issue with his heart, and he passed away at home waiting in line to get a life-saving procedure done. So, yeah, it's kind of fucking bullshit. All right, now, if you're worried about the national healthcare laws, and because people will not be able to afford to get it, well, then they need to do something to stop the medical practice, the malpractice and other bullshit. When they have commercials on TV for anyone that took the specific drug to sue the maker, and they're still using that drug, what are you doing? You're just stirring the muck, trying to make money. We need to put some laws in place to stop that shit. Yeah, I'm sure doctors make a lot of mistakes. In fact, doctors kill more people in the United States than guns could ever dream of. Back in the day, when you had a majority of people working and their tax dollars were being used to fund a lot of Medicare and what have you, that was a feasible model, but now it's not. We've allowed all the jobs to get outsourced to other countries, and the politicians sold us out ever since maybe 1960-ish. They started taking the big payouts and letting shit go crazy. Another thing that would help bring down the prices is, open up these drugs to generic companies a little sooner. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, and that motherfucker who's like, you know, marked up the AIDS drug. I mean, what? Man, they have a special place in hell for you, buddy. And I hope I get to see you burning there when I'm doing my walkthrough. But, you know, hey, that's another joke on the other side. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is a feminist who hates my guts here. That's just great. How dare you tell the youth of today to not get married? Men should discover for themselves what marriage is about. What makes you the expert or the expert on marriage? All right, well, I've been divorced and I saw how the whole fleecing takes place. I've been around guys, you know, for, I don't know, since 1986. They're getting destroyed by the family court system. You know, I've had friends hang themselves, shoot themselves, drive their cars into lakes, into the viaducts under bridges. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, you know, excuse me if I want to, like, you know, warn some people that the minute they step out that door into the real world, they're going to get fucking mauled. And all of a sudden, you know, how dare I tell the youth this? Fuck you. This is horrible. You know, I'm trying to bring this down to, you know, men knowing what's going on by 18 to 22, not figuring out after the age of 34, after they're paying child support, you know, for 26 goddamn years, plus maybe alimony for the rest of their life. I mean, come on. It's bullshit, you know it. What is my take on Laci Green and her change of mind? She is an insane bitch, in my opinion. She's got the face of a fat woman and her body just hasn't caught up to yet. So, yeah, so she's getting fat from the head up, and it's sooner or later it's going to drop down. She's going to get cankles, yankles, and shankles. But yeah, for somebody to have like a big change of heart or a change of perspective usually requires an extreme hardship or personal crisis to happen to force these changes. It very rarely just happens on its own. So do I believe anything she has to say? No, I don't. Do I think she's going to go right back to what she has been doing? Fuck yes, I do. And even if somehow she has a change of mind, you know, her past track record is enough to shoot her in her own foot. So fuck that bitch. Okay, have you noticed that women are invading all of men's spaces? I.e. Boy Scouts, male bathrooms, Gamersgate, cries, they cry to limit porn, the military academies, and now the combat roles. All right, there's another one on this list that you didn't mention. They're trying to take over Father's Day. So you have Mother's Day and you have Father's Day. But even though the single mothers, you know, they want their sympathy, so they want to take over Father's Day too. So fuck them. You don't have the nuts. You're not a father. You don't know how to be a father. You don't know how to be a man. And then when you try to do it, you probably don't do it right. So, in fact, I know you don't, because the prisons are full of the byproducts of single mothers. And the loony bins too. And, oh yeah, let's not forget the graveyards who are overflowing with suicides of the youth and or drug overdoses, which, by the way, didn't have a father either. So yeah, this is a bunch of bullshit, and, you know, they're just going to keep doing this stuff. And, you know, until we can, you know, say separate but equal, or equal but different, you know, you're going to wind up with these women who want to do everything a man does. They want all the great things a man does, but they don't want any of the negative problems that come along with being a man. And in the end of the day, I mean, women are more unhappy than they have been since World War II. And why is that? Because they can have it all, and they're getting one half of the reward. So, you know, basically, you know, they're turning their backs on their nature, and they're paying a horrible price. And I don't have any sympathy for them. So, number 8. What is some of the worst things you did in the military? Well, as a lower enlisted guy, I had the honor to being a shit burner. So basically, I, you know, poured diesel and gas into a metal bin and burned shit all day. That really sucked. Another one would be, you know, throwing hand grenades. I mean, if you have to throw hand grenades at people in war, you have royally fucked up. Yeah, the minute you pull a pin on that grenade and the spoon flies off, there's no going back. You know, and if you don't throw it far enough or you don't miss your target, you're going to get peppered with some of that shrapnel. And that's not a pretty sight. I've seen it a few times. So, yeah, throwing hand grenades is bad. It's almost as bad as getting into a pistol fight. I did a tour in Sinai, Egypt, which is the desert between Egypt and Israel. It's not like a normal desert with sand. It's like a desert full of rocks. And when you walk around it, it kind of sounds like you're walking on broken china. That really sucked. Yeah, the camel spiders, the whole goddamn deal. Yeah, 6 months, not a good time. Do you think feminists will regret their actions down the line? Well, yes, I do. Why? Because they're turning their back on their nature. You know, women are the only ones that can bring life into this world. And a lot of women, they want to have this great career, and they wait too long, and it's over. And then, you know, in a blink of an eye, you're 55, your mother and father are dead, your brothers and sisters probably have kids, and you don't. And it sucks, you know? I mean, what can I say? Yeah, so I really do think they're going to regret this. And you know what? If we run out of money and shit crashes, there's going to be a lot of women with, like, multiple kids from multiple fathers that are going to be fucked, man. Might as well just walk right down to the local brothel and sign yourself up, because, you know, the money's going to end. What is your opinion on why old women live in poverty? Well, this boils down to a couple of economic rules, which means time equals money and risk equals reward. Okay, so these women get married, have some kids, get divorced. They want the child support check. So they get, because they're the custodial parents. Well, being the custodial parent takes up a lot of time. If you don't have time to focus on a career, then guess what? You don't have one. All right, and if you don't risk to get a career, you don't have one. So lo and behold, down the line, when the child support checks run out, and you don't have a career or retirement to fall back on, fuck you. It is what it is. That's why a lot of these women are living in poverty. It's not that they're getting ripped off from, you know, when they get divorced, or, I mean, they're getting half the shit in the marriage anyway, if it's a first marriage. A lot of them are getting alimony. Some of them back in the day were getting it for life. But if you don't get alimony for life, and you haven't worked enough to get Social Security, when you get old and slow down and you can't work, fate's going to be a motherfucker and going to put it right in your ass. Anyway, that's Popp here from the Lair. Hope you guys are liking this. Please give your feedback below, and check out our Patreon and PayPal links, and have a good day.